Andrew, do you know who Chase Young is?
Yeah, of course.
No. My point is, I don't either.
Before I said that Cade Cunningham would never be an All-Star, and I just wanted to double down on that. I just.
We're back
What's
with
going on with
another.
Mike's video?
I know. Andrew, do you know who Chase Young is?
Yeah, of course.
No. My point is, I don't either.
Before I said that Cade Cunningham would never be an All-Star, and I just wanted to double down on that. I just.
We're back
What's going
with
on with
another.
Mike's video?
I know.
Oh yeah, that's the exact screen I wanted. There we go. What's up? Episode 35. Let's go. What up, Jam Squad? I'm MK. I'm your host here with Tesla Mace, Uncle Drewski, with the cool background. Love it. Love it. Little bro. What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing tonight? You doing all right? Doing all right?
Pretty good. Great.
Yeah, we're gonna excuse John tonight. He's not feeling well. We hope you start feeling better soon, my guy. Right off the bat, dude, welcome, King Richard. Glad you could join us. If you're watching us live, hey, drop a comment. Let us know you're here. We'd love to get to know you. Participate. That'd be great. Maybe we'll have you live on the show. Mike, what's been striking you in the world of sports this week? I know something's been hitting you.
No, I'm just excited for football to be back. We actually saw some starters this week, some real football, a little bit of a tease. I love that you were wrong about Aiden O'Connell being your starting quarterback.
No, I didn't say he was gonna be the starter. I said
you
it
said
is
he was
his
gonna
job.
be the starter.
It's his job to lose. He was the starter.
Did you realize he was gonna lose it in week 2 of the preseason? They just announced today.
Well, I know they announced that Gardner Minshew was going to be the starter. Like when you don't have, when your starting quarterback is doing just as good as your second quarterback, like it's probably not good.
Yeah, I mean, they just needed to
essentially,
address that. Like,
didn't Gardner Minshew make the Pro Bowl last year?
Did he with the
said
Colts?
football. Football. We don't want to talk no football.
Drew went night. Drew went Steph Curry. Yeah, I think he did make the Pro Bowl, but I mean, is that the future? I guess is kind of what I'm getting at,
Oh
right?
no,
Like,
not at all. I mean,
so like,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure the future quarterback for the Raiders got drafted in the 8th pick. Was it the 8th pick that Atlanta took? Like what in the world, dude? Like you just screwed all that up. We had 13 quarterbacks to choose to at least fall to us. And you had to go pick one up after giving Kirk Cousins all that money. Like, come on.
yeah.
After
I
that
don't get that.
happened,
That was a bad move. But this quarterback draft class was obviously so deep that I honestly feel like if I'm a Raider fan, like you had to get one this draft and you didn't, right? I
right?
mean, you know, I don't know.
And I think
That's just my thought on it.
honestly, I think now they're hoping to pick one up in free agency. Like, I think they're gonna just ride this one out and hope that the Cowboys aren't gonna pay Dak, and maybe be able to give him a big contract. Is what's rumored. Uh, who knows? Who knows if that's actually going to happen or not? I'd
Oh,
love to see
how
it.
much longer do you have Devonta for?
That's a good question. I don't even know. I know some
I know they're
fan,
trying
right?
to. They were talking about offloading him to the Niners and stuff. So I'm like, I don't know.
Uh like how much can we actually get for him? I know his production has been down, but I mean that's due to quarterback play. That's not due to him.
Right.
But I know teams are going to argue that, right? Like, well, he hasn't produced. Dude, he had still had 1,000 yards last year, even with O'Connell at quarterback. So, I mean, it was a crappy
Yeah,
year last year, right?
that's true. Down year for him, still a good year for a lot of people.
Right. So, I mean, it is what it is. I know they're really trying to we just got to hit more on the draft, to be honest with you. Like, can you remember the last time the Raiders have ever hit on a draft outside of Max Crosby? I mean,
True.
Josh Jacob, that was kind of he had a
Yeah.
couple good years, but he was still injured, right? Like he didn't play full seasons.
Sebastian Janikowski.
That's the last one. That's the last draft pick you remember.
That's the last one I remember.
Because all the draft picks I remember
Are in jail.
oh yeah, man. Like they're all, they're a bunch of hype, nothing panned out, or like they end up on the biggest bust draft pick list. I.e.
So all
Jamarcus
right,
Russell.
let me do something with you real quick since let's get your honest opinion on this. So Raiders
Okay.
at Chargers week 1. Who you got?
Is Herbert playing?
He should be. I think he's a starter.
If Herbert is 100%, I'm a little 50-50 on it. If he's not 100%, I think the Raiders take it. And it's not going to be because of the offense.
Okay. Week 2 at Ravens.
Oh, definitely Ravens.
Week 3 home versus Panthers.
I think Raiders take that one.
Home versus Browns.
Oh, that's like a 60-40. I'm going Raiders.
At Broncos.
Still going Raiders. They haven't been. The Broncos have lost 8 straight to the Raiders. So
Okay. Home versus Steelers.
well, my biggest question there is what is Steelers getting as far as quarterback play? They haven't shown anything in preseason. Neither of them have. Justin Fields or Russell Wilson.
Okay. At Rams.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of this dude, Super Soleil. Okay. Get out of here.
That's coming up. Hold up.
Easily. What in the world? Okay, go ahead. What was
at Rams?
At Rams, I think Rams take that one, obviously.
Home versus Chiefs.
Home versus the Chiefs. Ooh, I think we split games with the Chiefs. I'm going to be honest with you. I think we take it 1-1.
At Bengals. There it is.
At Bengals. Okay. Super Solar says, who they? they gonna be losing. Is what who they gonna be.
At Dolphins.
Pretty sure Dolphins will take that one. Well, actually, that's a good question. We actually held our own against the Dolphins with O'Connell. And it wasn't until I think it was the very end that Dolphins ended up taking that one. So I'm actually gonna go. Are we home? We home or are
No,
we in Miami?
In
Ooh,
Miami.
that heat advantage in Miami though. That's kind of brutal.
November 17th, though. It might not be that bad, but yeah.
In Miami, man, East Coast morning, afternoon game.
Yeah, 10 a.m. game.
Oh heck no! Dolphins are definitely taking that one. Go ahead.
It is off a bye week, though.
Oh, it is off by week.
Yeah.
Shoot, if we can stay healthy.
The thing is, you
Still,
got
I don't
at
know if I can go that
Bengals,
early.
and then you got at Bengals bye week at Dolphins. So you go east, west, east, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
That's still tough. East
yeah.
Coast early for a West Coast team. That's always tough.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Home versus Broncos.
I'm still taking Raiders.
At Chiefs, obviously Chiefs.
We're gonna split.
At Bucks.
At the. Oh man, they're putting a lot of East Coast, the far East Coast, man. What in the world? Okay, at the Bucks, I don't know. What's his name playing pretty well. The Bucks will probably take that one.
Real quick, that was that's a Thursday night game, that Chiefs. So you do get like the mini bye going.
Oh,
east,
gotcha.
which is nice.
Going east.
Yeah, and then Falcons.
Oh wait, is that a night game? Is that the Bucks game a night game?
Bucks game is a 10 a.m. game.
It's a 10 a.m. game. Ooh, another early East Coast. Yeah, I'm gonna take Bucks on that. Go ahead.
Home versus Falcons.
The Falcons are just making moves.
Monday Night Football.
I think that's gonna be a good game. Shoot. That late in the season, is Kirk Cousins healthy?
That's true. But they got Penix.
They do got Penix, man. They got our pick. I say we get that one as far as revenge.
Okay.
Pick revenge.
Home versus Jaguars.
Home versus the Jags. Oh, this is your boy. This is your Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
We're at home. I'm taking the Raiders. Go ahead.
At Saints.
I think we okay. Wait. Let me back up. I think who was the Jags? I think they lose to the Jags. They win against the Saints. They're gonna give. I think Derek Carr is gonna lose to every
team in the NFL.
Every team in the NFL. Heavy Heat was up. Let's go Dolphins.
And then last game, home versus Chargers.
I know you guys are the Dolphins. Does that mean you guys have that Hawk Tua? No. Okay. Anyways, what'd you say, Mike?
Home versus Chargers.
Home versus the Chargers. I still think I honestly think we're gonna split with the Chargers. Let me remind everybody that the Raiders did score 63 points against the Chargers.
Yeah, wait, their defense did score a lot versus the Chargers.
Oh yeah, and their defense isn't going away. They only got stronger. So
that's true. All right, so you got them like 8-8, 9-8ish,
which I think is pretty viable for no quarterback. I honestly think they're going to rely heavily on the run game. I think they're pretty high on Zamir White, on Zeus being that feature back with the rookie and Amir Abdullah, because they have Madison as a backup, right? So they have a 1-2 punch with Zeus and Madison. And I think their third down back is going to split between Amir Abdullah and the rookie, that the mini CMC, I guess is what they're calling him. Who's taking the AFC East? Mike, who's taking the AFC East?
AFC East. The AFC East is going to be the Buffalo Bills.
Sorry, Heavy Heats. You heard it here first.
Buffalo Bills, then the Jets, then the Dolphins, then the Patriots.
Oh! Speaking of the Dolphins, dude, did you hear Tua just calling out Brian Flores, man?
Yeah.
Just straight called him out. For those
saw
that don't
that.
know, he was in I think he was in a podcast. He was in some interview, and was asked like, what was the difference? And he said, imagine you going in and somebody telling you every single day you suck, you're not fit for this, you're not, you haven't earned the right, you don't belong here. And then imagine another guy coming in and telling you you are the right fit. You do belong here. He was like, it was like night and day. Like, he just spoke life into me. And like, oh man. And rumor has it that he's not the only Dolphin that felt that way. Like, there were quite a few players in that locker room that felt that way against Brian Flores. And maybe that's why he didn't get another head coaching job. I know he interviewed for some, right?
Didn't Brian Flores play the race card too, or something like that?
Yeah, like, oh, well, it's because I'm a black coach.
Yeah.
No, not really. What's going on, guys? If you're in the comments or if you're watching us live, make sure you say hi in the comments. We'd love to get to know you. Heavy Heat said he'd love the hate, but the Liners are losing everyone and the division. Woo, fire! That's a heavy take there, Heavy Heat. That's a heavy take. You're gonna get a lot of flack for that later in the text.
Let me know the last time the Dolphins played in January.
Boom. Take that. Like the last time you guys,
And I'm not counting about week 18.
yeah, like the last time you guys made it deep in the playoffs, you froze to death. Literally.
You weren't around. You weren't even born.
You played the Chiefs and you froze.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was rooting for y'all too until I saw the weather and I was like, yeah, y'all ain't winning that game.
Oh, that was
I'm sorry. And it showed. That was your pick for from last week, right? The Bills taking the NFC East.
Yeah, I stick with
Is that about right?
Yeah, I don't see anyone beating the Bills.
Who has given you the most? Who have you enjoyed watching so far in the preseason? As far as the starters, who's looked good to you?
I'll be honest, Broncos, man. I think if they could get that offense going with Bo Nix, they have the players, right? Williams, I think, is a good running back. They got receivers. I don't know. I think they could be a sneak. I mean, it's just they're in a tough division, so I think it's gonna be hard. But I've been impressed. I mean, they're on the up is kind of what I'm getting at.
In the pre-draft, right? The mock drafts, they were either having Raiders end up picking up Penix. It was a toss-up between Penix and Bo Nix. And after seeing Bo Nix go 8 for 9 and I think it was like 89 yards and a touchdown, and I was like, man. And then seeing Penix do well in the preseason, I'm like, come on, my guy. Heavy Heat says, show me your fantasy league picks.
Okay.
We'll do that. We have a draft coming up soon. In fact, if you guys want to join fantasy league, let us know in the comments and I'll shoot you guys. In fact, I'll post our email and you can shoot me an email and we'll add you to the league. Now I gotta remember what that email is. Shoot. I'll figure it out later. Anywho, yeah, who else has looked good to you besides Bo Nix?
So I'll be honest, I'm kind of getting excited about Caleb Williams a little bit.
Yeah.
I did not think he would be as good as he is that quick, but I mean, it's really just hard to tell, man. It's I don't know if it's fool's gold with these guys, coming out and making the throws they are, and I mean, you're going against second stringers sometimes, so it's kind of hard to view it, to gauge it from that perspective. But I mean, if I'm a Bears fan, I'd be hyped. I mean,
No,
I know they
definitely.
were hyped. I know they were hyped when they picked him. Obviously with the number one pick. But I mean, like what you're seeing on the field is looked pretty good. Um, so I'd be happy if I'm a Bears fan. I mean, it's been a long time since they've been happy about a quarterback. So,
Oh,
um,
definitely.
yeah. I mean,
I think
yeah,
even just normal quarterback play, right? I mean, hey, heavy heats, yeah, let's collab. Hit us up in a bit. Or send us a DM and we'll get you on that collab. I think still can't tell how much of it is just Caleb Williams and how much of it is all the weapons that are around him.
well, I just saw a video today that said Keenan Allen looks like a tight end. I guess he put on some pounds over the summer
Which
and
is fine, but he's
came in
not gonna.
bigger. But
I don't think he's gonna be the number one. I mean,
no,
you're splitting time with, or you're splitting,
more, yeah.
between him, DJ Moore, Odunze, Komet, Gerald Everett,
Yeah.
Swift. Like they, so it's not like he has to be the feature wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
As
I
Sleepy
don't know. I
Mahomes.
Like I said, it was kind of some of those throws. Those throws to me were pretty good. I
Yeah.
was pretty impressed with some of the throws. He's fitting between two defenders. I mean, he looked good, and I got a buddy who's a big Bears fan, so I hope he's not watching because I always give him a hard time, and but I think they're on the right track, right? And realistically, I mean, outside of the Lions, I like you guys know I'm not super high on Green Bay, but I mean, I think heck in the NFC, right? You just have that opportunity to be solid. So I mean, it doesn't take a lot to really make the playoffs in the NFC at this point. As far as depth, I think about the Rams made it last year, right? So if
Right.
the Rams, no Aaron Donald this year, fall out, like I mean, there's another spot up for grabs. Who's gonna take it? I mean, I don't see anyone in the NFC West taking it. I don't see anyone in the NFC East taking it. I think two teams get in like last year. So you got, the NFC South, they're lucky probably to get one team, right?
Right.
With either Bucks or Falcons maybe, but realistically the NFC North, they could potentially get three teams in, depending on what that looks like. And again, that's assuming no regression from Green Bay.
Yeah.
So I mean, I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, honestly, how do you even pick playoff teams in the NFC? Like, you're really top heavy with Niners Eagles, in my opinion. Niners Eagles Lions maybe, but after that, there's like a big drop off in
Oh,
in
definitely.
in talent, right? In teams that can realistically win it.
Right. No, I completely agree with you on that. Hey, that Bengals Raiders game, that's at Cincy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so we got to go to that trash can to go play? Yeah, we definitely went over there. That's on you, Super Soleil. That is on you. Oh my gosh, this is way too much fun. Way too much fun. I'll talk trash all day long. It was actually really good to see Caleb Williams' mobility. I I did not think that we would catch much of it in the preseason. Now I don't know if that's just because, I mean, obviously the extra mobility is not designed. Like you'll have your designed rollouts, but then the scramble, I'm a step left, step right. Oh shoot, fake like I'm stepping up, spin around, turn around, and still throw a, a dot was impressive to see.
So I think the fact that he's scrambling to throw as opposed to scrambling to run, right?
To
I mean,
run, yeah,
that I think is
that's
gonna
huge.
again, yeah, I mean, that it seemed like that new wave was scrambling QBs, the Lamar Jacksons, right? And you scramble and you take off with them. I mean, even Tua, that's kind of who he was before he got, hit so many times he can't remember his own name. And so, that it really was, you know, I think it's not a pocket passer, right? It's not your QBs of old where your little 3-5 step drop and take 2 steps up and get rid of the ball, but it is extending the play. It's looking to pass, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm not saying he can't take off and run because I've seen him do it at USC, but I don't think you have a long life expectancy in the NFL as a quarterback getting hit from those linebackers and defensive backs.
No, forget those guys. The D linemen are running just as fast now.
That's true. Did you see the one guy caught up to was it a
Yeah.
receiver or a running
Oh,
back? He
like,
ran
oh
60
my
yards.
gosh, the big boy is moving.
Yeah, give
I'm
him
like,
a roster spot, man. I was like, I don't know what
even
team
if
that
he
was,
doesn't
but
hit you clean, that 300 pounds landing on top of you while you're landing on the ball, that does not feel good. Thanks for joining us, Vanessa and House Dilla. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, dude, the defensive linemen nowadays are just way more athletic.
Mhm.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like Reggie White was a beast, but he ain't running that fast of a 40.
no. No, I mean, look
No.
at your Micah Parsons, your Nick Bosa's. I mean, not only are they strong, but they're quick. Like
They're
that's
so fast.
yeah, it's honestly it's really incredible how quick these dudes are. I've been watching the Netflix series Receivers, and I don't know if you had a chance to check that out or not, but it's pretty good so far. So getting to know Amon-Ra St. Brown, Justin Jefferson a little bit more, and then obviously Kittle and Debo and Devontae Adams are on it, so it's pretty cool. I'd suggest checking that out. It's some good quality. You don't really hear from receivers much, so it's good to see them get the limelight a little bit.
What do you mean don't hear from them much? They're the most flashy people on the football field.
Flashy, but not necessarily vocal, right? Like they don't
Unless
get
you're
that nice.
TO.
Yeah, even T.O.
Ocho
though. I mean,
Cinco.
Or
Randy
Ocho
Moss. I
Cinco.
guess Randy Moss is probably your one that you
Oh
hear
yeah,
from.
Randy never talked, right?
Yeah.
We don't know it's early Super Bowl thoughts, prospects, Super Solo. Who's making Super Bowl? And if you say Bengals, I'm muting you right now. Well, welcome to the live Loteria. Let's go. A heavy. Who do you think is going to the Super Bowl? Not name the Dolphins, because they ain't going to the Super Bowl. Who do you think it is, Mike? Obviously, you think it's gonna be Niners. Go ahead, Niners. Who's coming out of the AFC?
I'm gonna go Niners Chiefs again.
You're gonna go Niners
Repeat.
Chiefs?
I'm gonna go Niners Chiefs. I think that'd be a great Super Bowl. Niners, yeah, I could see Ravens, but Ravens, yeah, he's right.
Just like
Ravens
Super
suck in the
Soleil said,
playoffs.
Ravens suck in the playoffs. The only thing the Ravens need to do is to remember to run the ball.
Well, they got
in
Derrick
the
Henry
playoffs.
now, so I mean, yeah, Derrick Henry could throw it better than Lamar, so they might be all right.
They're gonna switch positions.
Yeah. Hey, remember he threw a playoff touchdown, so
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
well, I don't know. I think honestly the AFC is just like I said, right now talent wise, top to bottom, top to middle. AFC is obviously you got several teams that can make it. In the NFC, like I said, you only got 3.
Yeah.
You got Lions, I could see the Lions too, to be honest with you. I could see them taking that leap next year. But it'll be interesting to see them as a favorite, right? Last year, people had high expectations, but they weren't necessarily, they're still the underdog story. Whereas now they got a target on their back, right? And teams aren't looking over them and trying to glance over that spot on Sunday. But I'm gonna go Niners Chiefs. I'm gonna stick with it. Why change
Sticking
it?
with the Niners Chiefs. Heavy Heat says it's
Yeah.
gonna be Dolphins Lions. Yee, that's a stretch, but I'll take it. Welcome to the live smash. And Oscar, dude, my guy, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. He says behind the back, Chiefs and old school D Eagles in the Super Bowl. Welcome back, Drewski. Welcome back.
Sirianni's still the coach, so
Yeah.
he may be fired by midseason if they keep on the downward trend.
Oh man. Oh man. Drew, who's going to the Super Bowl?
Oh man, the Bengals.
Hey,
Oh my
Drew
The
gosh.
here?
Bengals going to the Super
Yeah.
Bowl, dude.
You just got Super Soleil hype right now. Oh my
Is Drew?
goodness.
Am I the only one seeing a black screen, or is everyone seeing
Can you not see me?
Oh
No,
yeah, we
I
can.
don't.
I can see you. I can see you. Don't worry. That's all that matters. He's out of the back cave. Don't worry about it.
I just
Welcome
see a
to the
black
live
screen.
figure speech. Drew is a prophet. Oh, you heard it
Wow.
here first from Super Soleil. Oh my goodness. Hey, when you get struck by lightning, Drew, make sure I'm not around. Okay.
Yeah.
You too, Super Soleil. Make sure you stay
Just
away from
watch,
your
guys.
family.
It's the Bengals year.
The Bengals year. Oh my goodness. That's saying a lot. That is saying a lot. I will double down on that steak dinner that I still owe you if the Bengals make it to the Super Bowl. bro, who's going to the Super Bowl?
I think it's gonna be a repeat from last year.
think
Hopefully
so?
hopefully the
Boring.
Niners will at least pick up and pick up on the defense.
Whoa.
That was the lamest touchdown, lamest win.
That was it. I'll be honest, as a Niners fan, like it's gonna be hard, man. Like I'm still, that loss is. I mean, not, and history says, right? Like, a Super Bowl loser very rarely goes back to I think the last time that happened was what, Tom Brady. The Super Bowl loser goes back to the Super Bowl the following year. So, not a lot of trends on that side. But they have the talent, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's just a matter of running it back. It's just, I felt like they were all committed last year. Like, this is our year, this is the one, and so it's very difficult to bounce back from that. In my opinion,
You don't have to worry about Chase Young anymore though. That's
I do not have to worry about. Neither does Andrew. He does not know.
Who's
He
that?
does not. He does not need to worry
It's
about
Chase Young.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, did a minute. Who picked up the Patriots guy? Was it Atlanta or was it Minnesota?
Yeah, Atlanta
did,
picked up
right?
Judon.
Judon, yeah.
Atlanta picked up
I heard
Judon.
he gets to keep his red sleeve.
And then shortly after they picked up Judon, they signed Justin Simmons.
Really?
So they're
Where did he get all
so
his
they're
money
making
at?
moves on defense. I mean, you wait long enough. The longer you wait, the more that price tag drops. Oscar said he loves the background. Drew, yes, let's get some flags made. Put that in the front yard during football season. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Happening now. Well, that's
What
a
a
great
great
idea,
idea.
Oscar. I love it. Absolutely love it. Get some jam-packed flags. What? That is dope. Super Solar, you never made your Super Bowl picks yet. If you guys are still watching us live, I know there's a bunch of you in there because I can see how many viewers we have right now. If you're still here, let us know who you think is making the Super Bowl this year. I'm dying to know. What wild
Oh, hey, I got a
pick you
question
guys
for
are gonna
y'all.
get. Go ahead.
I got the number one pick in my fantasy draft. Who you guys getting? Give me some help here. I
He's
know
taking-
I already know who I'm thinking, but you guys that are watching, let me know. Let me know your thoughts.
In all the mock drafts I've seen, Christian McCaffrey is for one pick. You might as well just take McCaffrey. Just send the text now.
That's where I'm headed. I was just worried as a Niner fan,
It's better. It's better
I got
to
a hit.
pick
I got a
your-
hit. I mean, I got 19 more picks till I get a second chance. So, I don't want the one pick, but it just, my name came up. So I'm thinking CMC, but let me know.
Super Solar, who's coming out of the NFC? Said the Bengals Twitter is Super Bowl or nothing. So the juice is juicing. Oh my gosh. Let's
Who's
see.
the running back for the Bengals?
Not Mixon. Not anymore.
Yeah, who's their starting running back? Is it P right?
I have no idea. Super Solar said probably the Niners are coming out of the NFC. And he said Chris Brown and Zach Moss.
Oh wow.
Is Ayuk getting re-signed or traded? Are they trying to make a deal to trade him, or are they trying to keep
Man,
him?
I don't know. That
I,
soap
I
opera needs to end though. Although seeing Purdy throw the ball to nobody because Debo and Kittle sat out the other day, and Persall, I mean, I was kind of missing Ayuk, to be honest with you, and might have played into his hand. We More important is Trent Williams. We need to get him signed before we take any much more time. I believe
man.
the final preseason for everyone's Friday. So, oh, we got you guys on Friday. We got the
Yeah,
Raiders.
that's yeah.
Yeah,
At in Vegas though, right?
in Vegas. Yeah.
So we going?
I mean, I don't got anything going on Friday. Nah.
I got Friday off.
There we go. Quick trip.
Apparently
No one's probably playing.
there's a rumor. Is there a rumor that Brady's going to the Vikings?
No.
No, there's no way.
Quarterback coach.
To be the quarterback, yeah. There's no way he's going to the Vikings. I don't see
There's
it.
zero chance. I mean, he
If
would
he's
go
coming
to
out of retirement, he's going to go to the Raiders just so that he can solidify his stake with the Raiders.
No, he would go to a team where he could win now, and that is not those teams.
Doom Pops, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. He's going to the Raiders. Don't shut down my dreams. Come on, my guy. I hated him as a player.
I thought Andrew would be picking the Texans to go to the Super Bowl, to be honest with you.
That's my backup pick.
Oh, Jay. Super Silly said he'll have to sit behind McCarthy if he does. McCarthy's hurt, bro.
McCarthy's out for the year.
He's out for the season. Funko Boys, what's up? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. For those just joining us, let us know who you think is going to make it to the Super Bowl this year. Make it to the Super Bowl. I'll put that question down there. Let me take off that first. And who Tesla May should be drafting as his number one pick? And we all know it's going to be Christian McCaffrey. We know you want CMC.
Yeah, I'm not listening to any of y'all. That's what I'm picking, but I'm just curious what you guys would do. So, no, I will. I'm nervous, man. Number one pick, I'm picking a guy on my team, and like there's too many things could go wrong with that. So, I am open to it. I honestly, if it wasn't number one, I could go Bijan Robinson too. Like I think he's gonna have a great year with that offense. But I just don't know that I feel like it's too much risk at number one. And I don't know that I could go that much risk on him on a second year player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, like I don't go receiver. Like I don't go Justin Jefferson, especially with no quarterback there. I just don't. I don't think I could do that.
You should pick up Ayuk, number one.
Yeah. It was either him or Aiden
Get that
O'Connell.
hot take. 5,000 yards, easy.
Easy. They're gonna be down every game.
Welcome to the live, Martinez.
I may pick Raiders defense as number one.
Gonna be the best defense in the league, right there. Best defense in the league.
Yeah. Let's go.
I thought for sure you're gonna go with Lamar Jackson. I know how much you love him. Your favorite quarterback.
I love Lamar Jackson. Can't stand that guy. I love watching him lose in the playoffs.
But that's the thing, right? Is that you won't have to play him while he's in the playoffs.
That is true. I don't, unless he goes to the Super Bowl. We do not have to play him.
I
I don't know. This year should be great. I'm looking forward to it. It's almost time, man. It's been a long off season, so
let's talk make or break. Who's the best player you wish or best in fantasy football right now?
who do I want?
Yes.
Who do you guys feel is the best fantasy football wise?
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, you just gotta go Christian McCaffrey at the number 1 pick.
See, I told you, you go McCaffrey.
I know, but I asked what other people were doing.
I don't think anybody's made any picks. They're like, we don't know how to play fantasy football.
I mean,
Dude,
come on,
fantasy
Mike.
football.
If you had the number 1 pick, you know you're going McCaffrey too. Like you're obligated to take him.
So I
How
last
many? How
season I
many?
got Jamar Chase, so I think that was my first pick.
But that you
He
weren't
was
number one
okay.
overall,
So
right?
no, I wasn't.
Right.
Although
I
McCaffrey
made
was still
number
on the
1 overall.
board, and I actually tried to click the button, and I fat fingered Jamar Chase, so kind of ruined my season. As soon as Burrow went out, I was screwed. I seriously did. I was like, oh, McCaffrey's there, and then I freaking fat fingered it and got Jamar Chase.
Blast that fat finger.
But he was good when Burrow was out there. He was amazing. So it kind of just depends for him. If you have a good quarterback out there with him, he's a great pick.
That's position production dependent, right?
Yeah.
Any receiver production dependent. You're solely
Yep.
dependent on that. So whenever I pick, wide receivers, like, okay, who's throwing him the ball? How well has he been throwing the ball?
Right. Exactly.
Crap, Derek Carr. Ah, shoot, man, it's gonna be a wild season if I have Chris Olave, right?
How do you think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to do? And he might have a good fantasy season. Just saying.
Great.
Yeah, he could be a good pick.
This is a straight up stud, man. Straight up stud. Speaking
And
of studs,
Arizona will be losing a lot throwing the ball.
yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be playing from behind a lot,
Right.
so they're gonna have to air it out. They're not running the ball in the fourth quarter.
No, I agree.
Speaking of studs, I don't mean to switch. We'll still stick football. I don't mean to switch from NFL to college, but shout out to David Wells, kid that I ended up coaching in high school. Just landed a starting wide receiver for Oregon State. Nice work, my guy. Told you I'll give you a shout out. Second year with Oregon State, already solidified a starting starter at Z. Awesome. Just
Fantastic.
a stud as a kid.
What conference are they in now?
Who? Oregon State? They're still in the
Yeah.
Pac-12. They're still Pac-12. Them and Wazoo.
Pac-2?
Yeah, pretty much the Pac-2. And
They
I'm pretty
really
sure.
are?
Yeah, because I'm last I heard, like, the judge actually gave the Pac-12 rights to Wazoo and Oregon State.
So what do they do?
I have no idea. I have no idea what. I don't know if they're gonna like just play an independent schedule like Notre Dame, and I think they've got to play their rivals, right? Like,
yeah, so I'm looking at their schedule right now. Idaho State, obviously not non-conference. San Diego State. They have Oregon at home, Purdue, Colorado State, Nevada, UNLV, at Cal, San Jose State, Air Force, Washington State, Boise State. It's almost like they joined like the Mountain West or something. Air Force, Boise State, San Jose State, UNLV, Colorado State,
or
San Diego
just
State.
scheduled all their non-conference.
That's
that
crazy to me.
Right?
Wow.
It's it's such a weird thing that ended up happening with the Pac-12 and them having to like end that thing and everybody leaving. Like, what? That's a thing?
Yeah,
Like,
that's bizarre.
but I mean, we'll
That's
see what
bizarre.
happens. Because the two kids that are in college right now are one's at Oregon State, the other one is at Wazoo, and the running back at Wazoo. Man, I sure hope Leo ends up getting his opportunity at running back, man, because Leo's just a stud, absolute stud. He gives me like Reggie Bush vision type vibes. Like obviously he's not as quick twitch as Reggie, but he will set up his cuts. And when he's like running at full speed, it literally looks like he's jogging because I mean, his strides are just long. They're very fluid. There's not much like up and down movement. I mean, it looks like he's gliding across the turf. It's unreal.
Speaking of, I spoke with his dad today. He said
Hey,
message him whenever because he might be getting like the week off pretty soon, Leo.
ye-
So he could do he could jump on.
yes, I'll
So,
message him. Mike, Big Mike, another Big Mike, not us.
speaking of
Was
his
it?
the brother Mike,
Yeah, little Mike.
Mikey,
Hmm.
yeah, he lost some weight. He's looking like Leo.
Really? I thought you
Yeah,
guys put him down at D line. Didn't you guys have him
no,
at middle linebacker and then put him down to D line?
no, he lost some weight. He lost the baby fat.
Oh, hallelujah!
Yeah, so he's looking good. He's looking
Nice.
good.
He's still playing Mike though, right?
Yeah, we just did the Lancer 1000 today.
Oh, that's always fun.
Went to go check that out.
That's always fun. Just burning on the turf.
Mhm.
Coach, I'm dying. Well, you got like 10 more, bro. So yeah. Oh, who was the kid that that stopped after like one? Or yeah, he stopped after two. Was that Ryan?
Mhm.
He ran. So the Lancer 1000, you have like 10 100-yard sprints, right? And they do it during the basically the off season or whatever. Just before they start going into full on practice
And you have certain times from
that you have to
receivers, running
make.
backs, linemen.
This kid did two. He did two sprints, and it was like, Coach, I'm done. Like, what? He's like, yeah, no, I won't be able to make it.
Gasping for water. I need
Just
water.
gasping for water,
Water.
throwing up on the track. Coach is yelling at him, stop throwing up on my track. Take it to the concrete.
Feed the plants.
It was just too funny. Absolutely too funny. Um,
College football starts this week, just so you know.
yeah,
There's a
man.
game on Saturday, so Saturday and Sunday, I think.
it's been ramping up, dude. I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited for it. Commanders ended up naming McDaniels or Daniels,
Jaden Daniels,
Jaden
yeah.
Daniels, as their starting QB. Awesome, absolutely awesome. Excited to see him flourish. That was another dude that I was hoping would become a Raider, even though I know he was going to make it in the top 5. Who else? Herbert is actually practicing. Apparently, he looks really good, as if he didn't look good before. But he's coming off that injury, and it's a foot injury, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody that I've known, at least every athlete that I've known that have had to deal with plantar fascia injuries, like it always lingers. Like
Lingering, yeah.
yeah, it's like a week to week basis. Welcome to the live, Taylor. Quick question. Who's your best bet to win the Super Bowl? Everybody in the comments right now. Who's your best bet to win the Super Bowl? I'm gonna mute Mike because I know his pick already. He's not even gonna. Bro, who you picking? Who's the best bet right now? to win the Super Bowl.
See, right now, I'll go for Niners.
Ah, mutant you too. Oh my goodness. Okay, Drew, who you picking?
Oh, who's winning? Who's the who's the
Yeah.
best bets? So,
Ooh,
He's going
Figure
for
Speed
Jags.
says a Patriot fan. He's a Patriot fan. Says the Niners are the best bet to win the Super Bowl. As a Patriot fan, dude, how you have you been watching any of the Patriot preseason games? Interested
Only thing
to
he's been
hear.
watching is the roast for Tom Brady. The Patriots fans are gonna look for watching about 5 years from now. They got the history.
I'm genuinely curious on like how he feels about Gerard Mayo being head coach. Like, has he seen a difference? I mean, obviously you're gonna see a difference, right? But um, I want to know if he's excited for the season or if he's like he said the games are crazy. Who's
It's
the
just
starting
weird.
QB right?
It's got to be weird not seeing Belichick out there. Like, I mean, it's just like that many years not seeing the hoodie on the sideline. I think Gerard Mayo
Hands
should come
down.
out in his first game with the hoodie on. Yes.
Yeah, of course. I think so. Okay, so figure of speech. Here's your question. He's the Patriot fan. Who would you like to see as your starting quarterback? Is it Drake May? Is it Milton? And then there's somebody in between, right? Who's their third guy?
I thought it was just them two that were doing it.
Oh, Zappy. That's right. Zappy is the other is the third. You think Zappy your pick though? Is that who's going to end up being your guys' starter? How has Drake May or Milton looked? I was really hoping the Raiders would kind of take a sneaky pick at Milton just to let him develop under a veteran like Minshew, only because he has a cannon. That's my sole reason for wanting the Raiders to draft him, to be honest with you. But it doesn't look good, right? Like with Judon wanting out after Gerard Mayo took over. I mean, he can you name any other star that's with the Patriots bigger than Judon? Judon was that guy, right? Like I'm pretty sure he was the biggest star in New England. Figures they should let Zappy cook or let him go. Let him cook. Let him cook. I'm all down for letting him cook. I mean, I'm also, let Aiden O'Connell cook, man. Come on. Why? Let him cook. They're all fresh meat. Yeah, pretty much. They are all fresh meat. Let's see. Mark Andrews is still out. Post his little crash. He was in an auto accident. But Ravens are saying he'll be fine. Do you believe in Minshew? Minshew mania? Yeah, I believe it so much. Dude, okay. I'll tell you what. If Gardner Minshew takes us to the playoffs, and I'll just say that. If he takes us to the playoffs, I will grow a Minshew mustache. Okay? It may not look as good as Minshew, but if he takes us to the playoffs, I will grow one. And hands down, I'll rock it. I'll rock it until we lose in the playoffs. Awesome. Bills quarterback Trubisky and MVS are out multiple weeks due to injury. What happened to Valdez Scantling? Trubisky has a knee injury, and MVS or Marquez Valdez Scantling has a neck injury. That's not good. 8 and 9 wild card. 8 and 9 wild card. Oh, okay, man. If we win that wild card, I'll grow the mustache.
Screenshot it and send me the picture.
It'd be too funny. Absolutely too funny. Let's see who else we get. Where'd Mike go? Mike left, huh? Come on, Mike. If you're watching, like and subscribe to to our YouTube channel so we can get Mike some better internet connection. And Drew apparently because now he's out.
I'm still here.
Oh, hey.
I was trying
Super
to set up
Soleil.
my
Okay.
my Minshew background.
Okay, so Super Soleil said I got to keep the Minshew mustache for 1 month. I'll keep it for 1 month. If we make the playoffs, I'll keep it for 1 month. If the Bengals though make the playoffs, I'll get back to you on that. Oh, well, I'm coming after you, Super Soleil. Don't. If the Bengals make the playoffs, yeah, I'm coming after you. Give me a minute. Give me a minute to think about that one. Let's see here. For those of you still watching, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube at Jam Pack Podcast. Click on that notification button to view us live. We're live every Monday, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Jam Pack Podcast, on Twitter at Jam Pack Pod, and check us out at jampack.com, which is going to be rolling out here soon. Let me take that down. I'll take that down. Aren't you guys excited? I'm so excited for football. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed today's episode filled with NFL now that it's back. So great. So excited. Until next week, make sure you take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another, and you are not playing live poker right now. Oh my gosh. Anyways, be kind to one another. Be safe out there, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace out, fellas. We'll see you guys later.
There it is.